I am Dr. C. Christy, Assistant Professor from PG and Research Department of Computer Science, St.Joseph's College of Arts and Science, Autonomous Cuddalore 1. This video lecture we will see about Introduction to Object-Oriented Analysis. Table of Contents. Overview of Object-Oriented Analysis. Key concepts in Object-Oriented Analysis. The Object-Oriented Paradigm. The Object-Oriented Analysis Process. Example, Library Management System. Benefits of Object-Oriented Analysis. Conclusion. Overview of Object-Oriented Analysis. The Object-Oriented Analysis is a method of analyzing a system by modeling it as a collection of interacting objects, each with its own responsibilities. The purpose of object-oriented analysis is to identify and define the objects and their relationships in a system. Key concepts in object-oriented analysis. Objects, classes, attributes and methods are main important key concepts of object-oriented analysis. We will see what are the definitions for objects, classes, attributes and methods. Objects are nothing but instances of classes that represent entities in the system. Classes are blueprints for creating objects. They identify or define properties and behaviors. Attributes. Properties are data held by an object. Methods. Functions are procedures that operate on the object's attributes. The object-oriented paradigm. Encapsulation, inheritance, polymorphism and abstractions are important of object-oriented paradigm. Encapsulation, bundling data and methods that operate on the data within a single unit or class. Inheritance, it is the mechanism by which one class can inherit the attributes and methods of another class. Polymorphism, ability of different classes to be treated as instances of the same class through a common interface. Abstraction, hiding complex implementation details and showing only the essential features of an object. The object-oriented process consists of requirement gathering, that is analysis phase, object identification and class modeling involves in design phase, behavior modeling involves in implementation phase. The requirement gathering, it identifies what the system needs to do. Object identification, it determines the objects that will be used in the system. Class modeling, it defines classes and their relationships. Behavior modeling, it describes how objects interact and what behaviors they exhibit. Next, we will see benefits and common challenges of object-oriented analysis. Benefits, modularity, reusability and maintainability are the benefits of object-oriented analysis. Modularity, it is easier to manage and understand complex systems by breaking them into smaller objects. Reusability, classes can be reused across different systems. Maintainability, changes in one part of the system have minimal impact on others. Common challenges, complexity and overhead. Complexity, it can be challenging to model complex systems accurately. Overhead, initial step can be time consuming and requires through planning. Example, library management system. This is the use case diagram for library management system. Librarian and student. Student is the user, librarian is the actor. These two classes are involved in the functions, operations of library management use case systems. In this library management system, objects are book, student, library and classes. Classes are book, ISBN number, librarian. Functions are book member. The book related to the objects, title and author. ISBN member consists of objects name, member ID, borrowed books. Librarian consists of objects like name, employee ID. This use case diagram consists of functions, operations, checkout, return, borrow book and return book. Conclusion. Understanding objects and classes helps us model and structure complex systems efficiently. The core principles of encapsulation, inheritance, polymorphism, and abstractions are basic fundamental concepts that enable flexible and maintainable designs. Object-oriented process is mainly used for identifying requirements to defining classes and their interactions of object-oriented analysis. Um, it provides a systematic approach to designing robust systems. Thank you. Thank you for participating in this exploration of object-oriented analysis. I hope this presentation has provided you with invaluable insights into the core concepts of object-oriented analysis, including objects, classes, and key principles like encapsulation, inheritance, polymorphism, and abstraction. Feel free to reach out with any questions or further discussion on this topic. Happy learning and exploring the world of object-oriented